What's going on? What's going on? Listen, how y'all doing? How you doing? I know me and the homie Damien, we did a video about like hot takes last like couple weeks. Oh, he did a video on his channel with hot takes. I was just saying, I was featured in it. Um, not to, it's not anything about him, but I saw a video like on my feed the other day because it was like interesting, like talking about the anime tourists. We talk about like the anime tourists. The word is kind of goofy to say the least, but like, cause my anime tourist is like kind of cringe. I did see this on Twitter. This is by this guy. What's his name? Light Novel Historian. I've seen him before because he reads Lord of the Mystery, and I read it. So I remember watching the video like a while ago. But I'm gonna check out this one. The like a short.
Analogy comparing
It's interesting.
tourists and colonization. And when I call you out on said political analogy, you tell me I'm too political and need to go outside.
I just want to see what's going on.
To clarify my point in your part of the video, all I was saying is that I find it
Hmm.
embarrassing how some anime fans act like victims whenever new people, let's call them normies, join the community. I'm not saying you're one of the extreme voices. In fact, I thought you were pretty light. My only issue was the
Hmm.
comparison as a major figure in the community.
Um. I don't know. People call. I don't know. All art is inherently political. I'm gonna be real. Like all of it. And all of it is that deep, but also, I mean, if you don't want it to be that deep, you cannot make it that deep sometimes. There are themes in media, like we talked about, like on like the hot TV. It's like you don't have to always analyze every part of an anime to like enjoy it, really, right? But a lot of the subtext is there. So like shows like One Piece or like Naruto, any of your favorites probably have like pretty heavily political messaging through them, and that's like political, like damn, like left or right. But it's like we value freedom, autonomy, individualism, going for your goals. Like that's inherently political. That's the politics is like basically your personal belief, really. That's what it really is. But it's interesting, like people call people amateurs. Like, what does that even mean? Because they're new, they don't like, have an opinion about something that they don't like the older stuff or the newer stuff. Like that's kind of contrarian, right? Like who gives a fuck? Like, don't you still enjoy what you like or like things that you do? Like, I find it weird that people have to like delineate and like make lines between like normie, and tourists. Like, what does that even mean? Like, if they just want to enjoy the show how they want, like, cool, right? They don't like if somebody doesn't like Naruto, I'm not gonna be mad at them. If somebody doesn't like One Piece, somebody has a different opinion why they think this is wrong. Like there's things that are objective realities, right? But like if we're talking about subtextual opinions about stuff, like it's not always that like contrarian somebody doesn't like what you like, right? But let me continue the video and watch this.
You're almost normalizing this analogy, and in doing so, giving more ammo to these extreme fans. If you've been paying attention recently,
Let me
you
see.
would have noticed the community has gotten pretty extreme and reactionary. Just look at the controversy with Bochi the Rock that's happening right now. I find
I don't know anything that's happening in Bullshit Rock. I don't know what's going on. Is Gunners who claim what will be the last claim and who's gonna tell them that manga from Googers for decades who notorious? I mean, there's people that like get into community that don't know enough. Like, I'm not gonna tell somebody like the hidden history of like why Astro is important, right? Like, that's not what I'm gonna do. But like, I know why it's important to like the medium for itself, or like why this manga, like Ozama Tenku or Kentaro Miura, are like really good or are goaded in the status of like manga, right? Like that. That's for that's like for the history. If they want to enjoy it, they want to get into it. They're gonna understand why this person is so good, or why he's revered, or why these people are like revolutionary in their craft, right? That's just beginner knowledge for anything, like though. But I mean, people don't want to like step into that depth. Like, who's to say like if you ever play like a favorite book or favorite game, right? You didn't know everything about it, like how it really worked, like why this author became your favorite author, right? Like you started like from initially just liking the thing, like oh, I want to learn more. It's like the curiosity of it, right? You wanted to be with it. It's kind of weird that people got like not like no one's trying to change the culture or revise history. It's just like people don't know really, right? If they're new to this, new to a medium, like why would they know? Like it's like really weird mindset. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, let me finish.
often that the term anime tourist is at the center of all of this. Honestly, it's starting to feel a lot like the
Also, I don't like. I've never liked the anime man, the anime man guy. I don't like this guy. I never liked him, not because he's like a bad guy. I just don't like. I don't like any of his opinions really about anything. I'm not gonna lie. And he got some. If you look at some of his videos, he's got some weird views on like the lowly thing. I'm like, not for me. I'm gonna be real. I don't care. I mean, he can still enjoy his craft and do his thing, but like, I'm not a fan of him. But also, he is a pretty big voice in some of the anime spaces. He is friends with like two of the biggest like tubers, like one Grant that does a lot of anime videos on YouTube that most of the community watches, right? And then another one is what's his name? What's his name? Why am I fan of the British guy? I forgot his name. He's really funny. I do like him. The Connor. He's fun. He's from the Iron Mouse. He's a cool dude. I don't think he's like really that deep in anime or something like that, but he's a cool dude to like watch, and he does like a lot of good characters. So I fuck with him. But hey, man, I'm like, he's an interesting character to say the least. But also like I don't know, his background is also really different from other people's. So
pipeline we
just
saw
to
in
bring
the
that up.
gaming community back in the late 2010s. I don't think you're personally pushing this rhetoric, but I included your analogy in my last video because it truly
Mm,
reflects how these anti-tourists see themselves. And also, side note about the two political parts, I don't think you can separate art and politics, and anime is no exception.
I don't think you can either, to be honest. I'm be real. I don't think there's a. I mean, there's not like an inherently political like art. Like all art is like expression, right? And expression is political most of the time. Like there are places in the world where you can't speak your mind. Like saying like I don't like that is like counter to the movement, right? Like we see like even in our country today, if you live in the U.S., you can see like some of that free speech kind of eroding, but also like in other parts of the world, like that's not like what they fly in Nepal. They flew the Jolly Roger flag. Like what is that supposed to mean? Like One Piece is Luffy's a terrorist, right? Like in a way, but like I'm not saying like all. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but I am saying like there's a consciousness to have like when you talk about art that's based like this, like or any art really, like because it does have some politics. It does have the creator's personal beliefs in it, and a little bit of like why they made it, right? And that's political. You not like it or like think it's not like real or valid. That's for you to decide. But like it is as a piece of itself in existence because like it was counterintuitive to a movement. That's why it's popular. That's why it exists. Anything you have or anything you ever read will have that subtext of politicalness, even if it's right, left, medium. It has that inherent like consciousness to it because it's made by a person that lives in today. It has biases. It has everything, right? So like it's not too political. It's like a clever word to like downplay. And also, and the anime tourism thing is like the anti-tourism is like kind of weird. Like if people want, like I'm not mad, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be real. I have some personal beliefs that I think I've been a little bit touristy, or not like not touristy, but like anti-tourist a little bit. I'm like, that's even corny to say right now. Like anti-tourist, what the fuck does that mean, dude? Um, but yeah, when I started getting anime, I was like, man, I like, or like, I knew a lot of anime. I'm like, man, you guys don't know about it. Like, you can talk to this anime. I was like, yeah, you don't know enough. You don't know enough anime sometimes. Like, you don't get the depth of it. Like, that's corny, but like, you grow up and like think about like, hey, I want people to enjoy the medium. I want people to expand and like what I like. I want to talk to people with the things I like too. So like, I want them to get into it so they can feel it and like feel as deep. Maybe they feel as deeply I just we can talk about it, but also as deeply as they can, so they can like appreciate it for what it is. Right? It's like, why will we create a culture where people are like this is like kind of why the community was so like down in churches because like no one knew about because like everybody was like kind of gatekeeping and being weird about it. Like why are you not trying to share it out? Like this is for everybody. Like it's just like any other like movies, books, TV. Like it's for everybody to consume. It's media. It's art. Like doesn't it shouldn't have a barrier. It shouldn't have people saying like, oh, this is good art. This is contemporary art. Like there could be different forms of it. Like and different reasons why people enjoy it. But like it should not be gatekept anyway. You know, like people should not like have like you can have your opinion about it, but like it shouldn't be like fucking like no fuck this shit like that. That's weird, right? Like what's the point of that? It's stupid as hell. Like I can be criticized. Somebody can criticize my favorite anime. Like there's a lot of people. I love JJK. I truly do. But there are people that fucking hate JJK and criticize it all the time. Do I think all the criticism is always valid? Hell no. But like, do I think that like they shouldn't talk about it or like they shouldn't have their opinion? That's stupid as fuck. It's dumb as fuck. And it also limits people's enjoyment to get into like the medium that really want to or like are scared of it because like they have precognitive bias like animes for fucking weirdos or nerds and that's fucking terrible. This is not for us, it's for everybody. Everybody should be enjoyed, just like any other form of art. But yeah,
Politics is an inherent aspect of art itself, so in
true.
response to your comment saying,
It's not that deep. May I remind you, we are literally talking about Japanese cartoons.
All cartoon like that's the false equivalency. Like yes, like cartoons don't have meaning. Like we ascribe meaning to them. There's a creator. There's a reason why they're like SpongeBob is not fucking political, but like some of the jokes you look at old SpongeBob, they're inherently sexual and like worth going to like humor. Like they're not overtly like slamming your head like oh this is sexual and doing it, but it kind of leads to it. Like some of the early interactions with SpongeBob or Patrick are like kind of a little bit homosexual. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Like nigga, what the fuck? But it does breed the mind. It understands like, hey, this is okay to treat a friend like this, right? Or like this, they're not in a romantic relationship or like each other, like, but they are best friends, right? But that breeds the ground like, oh, people that are different coexist, so you can understand them, you can be friends with them. You don't have to be weird about it. Like just because my friend, me and my friends show a lot of affection doesn't make us lovers, right? in that way. But like that's just one example of many. Because like I'm not going to explain that example anymore further. But if you watch SpongeBob early seasons, it's kind of in doing like what the fuck, like that's weird. Or like Squidward and SpongeBob a little bit like the hell. What the hell is he saying? I like Squidward. That shit funny. It still gets me geeked to this day.
It's really not.
It's in fact is that deep. So let me get this right. You make
Yeah, all that is like it's weird that people have these type of like opinions and like coming from a bigger voice. Like I'm not saying. I think the contrary belief is that I think people with like bigger audience like the anime man and the anime man um forget like when they get a platform like your mic is always on, right? Regardless if you say something good or stupid or bad, like people will hear you, people will criticize, people will say whatever they will. But sometimes you gotta like curate like your own self. Like, what is this? What are you trying to say? Like, it's not that deep. But for you, maybe. Some people can't avoid politics. Really, some people are actually affected by the things that happen in the world. Truly, and it's hard for them to see other sides. Like even as a black person or a minority or like any other subject group, or even like a person like that is like grew up in a different circumstance, like and suffering or poverty. Like they face abject politicalness immediately, like off rip. So like to say like something is not that deep, or the media they watch is not deep, is kind of like it's counterintuitive. Because sometimes it is that deep. Maybe it's not deep to you because you don't face it, but like you talk about, oh, it's just cartoons. Yeah, it's just cartoons. It's just games. It's just movies. It's just a TV show. It's just a book, right? But these change the world, change your mind, change your philosophy, right? So the media you consume, comes you in a way. So not that deep. It's like just putting a band-aid on like a greater issue of not understanding other people, right? That breeds like more confusion, more animosity. Like this beef between these two creators is not like really a beef. It's just like interesting, like the how it's evolving. Like what are you talking about, right? Yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. I don't think there's anything like wrong with like saying something, but like just I feel like it's just weird. It's just really weird for the people to say this kind of stuff sometimes and not like reflect on it in good ways. I don't know how old this video is, but I just like thought they was thinking about it because I saw it earlier the other day. I was like, yeah, I was like, let me talk about this. But yeah, hope you have a good day. See you on the next one. Type shit. If you guys like more of the style of videos of me going after and like talking about different topics, welcome to. I love it. But yeah, y'all be easy. Yeah.
He's the one for me. There's no place I'd rather be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To the finish line. Everywhere you look, he's right on time. With a silence.